Hey, welcome everybody. This is the Wayne S. Pierce Show podcast. I usually like doing one of these. It's not going to be long. I usually record these and upload them to the Spreaker site, and you can hear them on the Wayne S. Pierce Show.weebly.com site as well. But these little short podcasts are probably anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. I just want to give you some behind-the-scenes stuff. But the live broadcast of the Wayne S. Pierce Show is 1 hour long, and it's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. So if you want to catch me live, that's when I'm on. So anyway, today is the 8th of April, 2014. Got a couple of things to say. Probably won't take me a half hour, but I'm going to read you some articles I've seen and give you a little taste of what's coming up on the views expressed live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on freeamericaradio.us. Now, the one thing I want to preface this show with is this. We have a government, if people haven't recognized it yet, that is totally out of control. Totally and absolutely 100% out of control. Why do I say that? Because in many different areas, you've got, and in many different times over the past 20 some odd years or more, you've had the government come in when a citizen didn't do exactly what they wanted done. The government would step in and say, no, you're going to do what we tell you to do. To me, that's a tyranny. To me, that's communism. To me, that is totally and blatantly a violation of the citizens' rights and the Constitution and Bill of Rights of the United States prior to 1871. Now, as long as we, the people, are putting up with this bullcrap from the government, we're not going to have peace. And the one thing that I found out that makes a very strong and vibrant nation is free and liberated people. Liberty means that you are able to carry on, to be guided by your conscience in doing what you believe in your heart is right for you to do. And the protection for that process is considered to be a protection of your freedoms to do so. It's real simple. You have the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do because you are liberated from any laws of man. I use that in quotes, to be able to structure your life in the way that you desire and that you believe is right for you. Now, a lot of people don't really care. I know a lot of people who don't really care, and you see this in the news all the time. You see this in the news all the time. And it just comes down to this. You have to determine for yourself what is right or wrong. You have to determine for yourself where you're going to go as you're guided by your conscience and what you're going to do. The only reason why someone thinks that you or me or someone else is wrong is because we're not doing it their way. We're not structuring our lives in the way that they want us and our lives to be structured. That's plain and simple. That's why there's an argument on who's right and who's wrong. What is right is following your conscience. What is right is following your intuition. What is right is discerning what is going on around you to identify those suppressive people that are around you and those techniques that they use to suppress you in every way, shape, or form. That's that should give you a clue right there. But anyway, didn't want to get off on that little area, but that is for another show. And I hope that you understand that. I am going to take a slight little break. It's not going to be long, and I shall return to give you more news and to give you previews of the views expressed live today. Talk to you in just a little bit. Just waiting. I'm not going to go far, not going to be long. I shall return. Do not cry. I shall be back right after this.
The views expressed. The high-caliber, armor-piercing halotip round that pierces right through your soul. Every weekday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time on Spreaker.com.
Listen to the Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, right here on Spreaker.com. Hey, welcome back. Hello, folks. How are you? A lot going on today for Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2014. Lots going on. Lots and lots and lots going on. Hey, if you'd like, you can go to the Wayne S. Pierce Show Facebook page. Got a lot on there from yesterday. Want to give you a little take. Oh, yeah. A friend of mine has a new book out, just released, and if you're into horror, and if you're into Rod Serling, you'll love this book. It's called Midnight Never Ends by Thomas Amo. It's available at Amazon.com. Midnight Never Ends by Thomas Amo. So, there you go. The IJReview.com. Beyond powerful, watch an entire town stand up to Westboro Baptist Church protesters. Yes, they need to be disbanded, not because of anything other than they are in total violation of their charter, their way of, well, let's put it this way. They're wrong. I talked about before the break who's right and wrong. The argument is we're not doing things their way. We're not believing anything that they say. Well, the Westboro Baptist Church, and, thoughts go out to the leader who recently passed away, Phelps, I believe is his name. The Westboro Baptist Church is nothing more than a hate group, much like the Southern Poverty Law Center. They're a hate group. Westboro Baptist Church is a hate group. They don't care. They don't care. They will protest your loved ones. If your loved one is in the military, they'll protest your loved one's funeral. They'll protest gays. They'll protest anybody that doesn't see things their way. I'm going to say this. The Westboro Baptist Church, and I use that word loosely, can side with Al-Qaeda and the Syrian rebels and the anti-Christian people in other nations because the Westboro Baptist Church is a hate group. I don't care what lawyer might get all upset and pissed off and want to sue me. The evidence of what they do is clear, and it's right out there in everybody's face. So, you've got, and a whole town stood up to them. A whole town stood up to them. Okay? When members of the Westboro Baptist Church showed up to picket Moore, Oklahoma, a town that was ravaged by a powerful tornado last year, they probably didn't expect a reaction like this. Thousands of residents held a counter-protest across the street and eventually ran the Westboro members away. What a powerful and resilient statement from a group of people who have already been through so much together. This is what community pride is all about. Okay? Westboro Baptist Church is a hate group, period. Done. Also, from Donna Holt, there was a video that was put up, Agenda 21 Exposed. You might want to check that one out as well. There are things that you have to understand, and basically, when I say that the Westboro Baptist Church is a hate group and pretty much in the same vein as Al-Qaeda and the Syrian rebels and anti-Christian groups, I mean it. They're a faction of hate groups all over the world. They're a faction of people who are anti-same-sex marriage. They're a faction of people who don't like the fact that people are sustaining themselves or have weapons to protect themselves. They are a faction of what is wrong with this country. What is wrong with this country is that we, the people, have allowed these people to continue their bull crap, even though they have a First Amendment right to freedom of speech and freedom of expression. We have allowed these people to get away with what they get away with. Okay? I saw a picture with a meme on it that said, something to the effect like, stop making stupid people famous or something like that. And I saw, Phil from Duck Dynasty. I saw Bieber. I saw Kardashian. Saw Sarah Palin, stuff like that. Well, I look at it this way. Those people may not be stupid. Those people have a freedom to carry on, guided by their conscience, to do what they need to do because they believe that what they're doing is right. I stand behind that. I don't know what their intellectual prowess is. I don't know what their background of education is. I have no clue. So for me to call those people stupid, or for anybody to call anybody stupid, is stupid. It's ignorant. It's asinine. It's the dumbest thing on the face of the planet for anybody to do. Do I call people stupid? Yes, because they are. I cannot stand somebody who is not intellectually strong to understand not only academically what's going on, but also spiritually strong to discern what is happening behind the scenes. They're stupid. And I use, quote-unquote, stupid as a general overall blanket word to describe people who are ignoring the obvious. Now, I could use the word ignorant. I can use the word unaware. But I don't. People are stupid, and that's the way it is. Oh, yeah, you just said that people cause arguments because they don't agree with you or they don't align with what you believe in. No. I want people to think. I want people to at least educate themselves on what is going on around them and be aware of what's going on around them and try to discern what is going on around them. That will affect their lives in the long run and also in the short term. Okay? I want people to think. Do people disagree with me? Of course they do. I want people to disagree with me. But I don't want people to blatantly just point their finger and say I'm wrong without backing anything up. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, for people to be blatantly ignorant of what's going on around them, I have to stand on my statement. People are stupid. You know, that's just the way it is. So instead of me bashing on people now, let me change direction. By the way, let me make this little statement here. I don't apologize for what I say. I apologize for how I say it. I may get upset. I may get pissed off. I may yell. I may scream. I may, whatever it is. And I may just get all frustrated and, yelling and just, you know how it is. I don't apologize for what I say. I apologize for the way that I say it. And if people are offended by the way that I say what I say, not my problem. People can be offended all they want. There's the door. Have a nice day. Enjoy. I'm the most politically incorrect person you will ever meet. Do I purposely go out and offend people? No. I say what I say. I say what's on my mind. I'm genuine. I'm honest. I'm truthful. And if people don't like that, bye. Have a nice day. Enjoy. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. Hey, go have a beer or go to the bar or watch a game or something, Because I'll even buy you a beer to watch the game. It doesn't matter, I can disagree with people without being so, and I can present my case to people. In other words, if I disagree with somebody, I'm going to look at them and go, I disagree with you, and here's why. Other people disagree with me and walk away and get all pissed off because I'm not thinking their way. I'm not doing things their way. I don't align with their thoughts. So I have my own. If people like what I say and if people believe what I believe, and that's fine. Or if they disagree with me, that's fine too. I don't mind. You disagree with me? Okay, cool. Show me why. It's real simple. So... I have to admit, I hardly disagree with anybody. I hardly have any disagreements with anybody. I really do, honestly. Because I understand where they're coming from, or at least I listen to them long enough to at least get an understanding of where they're coming from, instead of just saying, I disagree with you, and throwing all kinds of accusations in their face, and that isn't true. So, you disagree with me? Great! Let's talk about it. Cool. Put your material on the table of debate and we'll discuss it. Let's see what you got. Okay? It's real simple. Anyway, onward and upward to bigger and better things. And I wanted to talk about a simple thing that people really need to pay attention to. And I'm going to veer off of my political rants and all that to go in this direction. I've noticed several programs that I listen to online have a main theme. And the main theme is the identification of what is wrong with America. And that theme is prevalent throughout a lot of shows that I listen to. Well, actually 3 of them that I listen to from time to time. What is wrong with America? I think we've been so dumbed down throughout the past 50 years that we have come to the point of just throwing our hands in the air and saying, government, you do whatever you want. But I think it goes a lot deeper than that. I think that's superficial and on the surface. I think it is. But I think what's wrong with America is its people. I think we have a version of, or a semblance of, a cancer in our intellectual houses. I think we have a problem with the identification of what is wrong and the understanding of what is wrong with America. Now, when I say America, let me rephrase that. what is wrong with the U.S.? Because if you look at America and you examine what it is, you're looking at Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. That's North America. So let's put America, the word, aside and use the words United States. So what is wrong with the United States? It's people. And what is wrong with the people that has caused the problems? It's the allowance, or the, not so much the allowance, but it's the people's purpose to, quote unquote, elect leaders that they feel is best for them, that think their way. Or they would at least try to influence with their own thoughts, that kind of thing. What is wrong with the United States is that the United States citizens have been so buffaloed into believing that they have this choice that now we understand it. Now we understand as American citizens that, or United States citizens, that we have an illusion of choice, that the semblance of freedom is based upon, a complete and total falsehood of liberty that we feel, or that I should say, we see within the halls of our congressional leaders. In other words, Congress wants, well, let me just break this down to a more simplified explanation. What is wrong with the United States of America is that we the citizens, we the people, are not involved and have never been involved in the growth of our political system. It has all been bought and paid for, but the semblance of choice, I should say the illusion of choice, has been there for a very long time. And we feel like, hey, we're making a difference if we vote for this guy and that woman and this woman. No, we're not. What is wrong with the United States is that we have the opportunity to grow, but the selected officials in Washington, D.C. have put a millstone around our necks, and we can no longer stay above the mire. We can no longer tread the water. We can no longer climb that mountain because we've been suppressed. What is wrong with the United States? You, me, the allowances, or I should say the suppression that we're under, and those that have allowed that suppression to continue. What is wrong with the United States of America? What is wrong with the United States of America can be identified in several ways, on various levels, actually. So for me to say one thing over another is the problem with the United States is only one tiny little faction of what is wrong. You can probably identify other things as well that are wrong with the United States of America. You probably have a different perspective than I do. That's fine. I want to know about it. You can email me at freeamericaradio@usa.com, freeamericaradio@usa.com. You can go to the website, freeamericaradio.us, check it out. And I really understand that people will have their own perspective. I understand that. I get that. That's okay by me. I know that people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine too. I want to hear from you. freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. I can always count on someone saying something that makes sense because I'm not one to judge someone unless I hear what they have to say. If they say one sentence to me, I'm not the one to just fly off the handle and just say, oh, you're, this, that, and the other thing. I used to be when I was younger because I wasn't the type of person then to sit down and listen very long to somebody who wanted to tell me how things were from their perspective. I had no clue. It was many years later that I had the proverbial rug pulled out from underneath of me and I did a face plant in the concrete. You know what I mean? That's metaphorically speaking, by the way. And I realized I'm not always right and I'm not always wrong. Neither is anyone else. Neither is any group. So for any one group or one person to say that they're right or wrong is totally narcissistic and conceited of them and pretty much arrogant of them to say so. For me, I understand I'm not always right or wrong. But I do the best to understand what's going on. And I do the best to understand for my own, educational edification that I need to understand these things to be able to function every day, to be able to take care of myself and take care of those around me. It's real simple. Learn to live in a way that is going to benefit not only other people, but also yourself. And that's real simple. Get rid of the drugs, get rid of the alcohol, get rid of all those stupid things that, number one, suppresses your thoughts and is killing you. Get rid of the cigarettes, get rid of all that. Clear your mind of all preconceived ideas. Relearn those things that look at the things that you've learned and say, well, today I don't feel the same way that I did 20 years ago about this subject. So let me rethink. Let me re-examine. Let me re-research this stuff. I've done that. And I'm a much better person to myself and other people for doing so. So what is wrong with the United States of America? I can identify it in one sentence, in one statement. Again, you may have your own perspective on it, but here's my statement. What is wrong with the United States of America? My answer is this. The lack of self-education on what is going on around you. It's simple. Some people say it's vague, or may say it's vague. But I understand it to be that if I don't educate myself on what's going on and try to understand and wrap my mind around the insanity of what's going on around me, I'm not going to be able to make the right choices for myself or those around me to be able to live much longer and be much stronger in the future. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I don't know what else to tell you, folks. I hope I encouraged you today. I hope I said something that could encourage you. And, of course, something, and I say this all the time, don't believe me, go out and research this stuff yourself. It's all out there. There's this big building in your city called a library. You may want to go check out, and read some books. But things change every day, and seemingly they change every 5 minutes. And, of course, we need to be on top of it. So I hope I said something positive. I know I bashed a lot of people and all this, but I hope I didn't mean to. And like I said, if I've said something in a manner that offended you, I apologize. I just don't apologize for what I said. Okay? So anyway, if you have any questions, if you agree with me, disagree with me, think I'm full of crap, whatever, I want to hear from you. freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. The website is freeamericaradio.us or thewaynespearsshow.weebly.com. thewaynespearsshow.weebly.com. You can email me from there as well, or go check out The Wayne S. Pierce Show on Facebook, as well as Free America Radio on Facebook. In the meantime, folks, have a great Tuesday, and I shall talk to you tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on The Wayne S. Pierce Show, live at thewaynespearceshow.weebly.com.